With that, we have got some breaking news now coming in as we were talking about this new name popping up in this entire matter as far as the updates over the Sandeshkhali situation is concerned. This is the Trinamool Congress's leader Ajit Maity that we are talking about. He has been arrested on the basis of the complaints which are filed by the villagers. He was hiding today in fear of the villagers and to face the wrath of them as well, and has now been arrested by the cops as well. We'll bring you more details about where is he at the moment and what are the complaints that have been filed against him, for which we have CNN News 18's Payal Mehta joining us live on the broadcast straight from Kolkata. Payal, a very good morning to you. Please tell us everything about this new name, Ajit Maity. He's the Trinamool Congress's leader. Why has he been arrested and why was he hiding also?
Ajit Maity is a local leader. He was, in fact, chased by women yesterday with brooms, with abuses, essentially, being accused of land grabbing, accusing him of doing all kind of, antisocial things as well. So that's the reason that he was, in fact, hiding yesterday. So much so that yesterday he actually locked himself up in a room, in a house of an aide, and he refused to come out until the cops were there. And the cops tried their best to rescue him, but he was not refusing. He refused to even come out and even speak as far as the entire occasion was concerned. But the locals that we spoke to were extremely angry. They said that basically these people were the aides of Sheikh Shahjahan. These people used all the tools possible to harass the locals, grab their lands, make sure that the voters were not able to vote, did not give them wages for the job cards they were entitled to. And when I asked the women, they said that they had no option but to keep quiet because there was so much of pressure on them. There was a jungle raj which was going on. There was a mafia which was working in place, and that's the reason the women, the moment they got an opportunity to speak, they have decided to come and speak their mind, and they really say that they will not back out. The women have also said that whenever they try to file complaints as far as their land grabbing was concerned, the police did not register the complaint. The police, in fact, asked them to go ahead and approach Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides as well. And the women said that they had no option. Their men were picked up, their young boys were picked up, they were beaten up, there were frivolous cases which are levied against them as well. So obviously, it seems that the women feel that justice is coming their way right now because our colleague Kamalika reported that Ajit Maity had in fact said yesterday that he was so he was so upset with what really was happening that he was going to resign as well. So while the police was there at the location yesterday, in fact after detaining him, they've arrested him, which clearly means that even though the allegations coming in from the state government are saying that this is a case of political vendetta, this is a case of trying to politicize the entire issue. But people coming out to the front, speaking about the atrocities that they've been subjected to, tells you that yes, there is of course enough ground to say that yes, this was happening, and this was happening under the watch of the state government.
Definitely. Payal, please stay with us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this particular matter as well as the protest that we are expecting the BJP workers to hold in Kolkata as well. But right now we are going to Kamalika Sengupta, who is joining us straight from Sandeshkhali as well. Kamalika, very good morning to you. You have been bringing us all the details straight from the ground since the very beginning. Could you tell us what is the situation like there on the ground at the moment and what is there in the anger against Ajit Maity as well? Could you bring us all the details about that?
See, the situation remains to be tensed, and the situation is though there is incidents like yesterday. What happened that Ajit Maity was almost attacked by the villagers when he actually hid in one house. But there has been a lot of allegations against Ajit Maity, which led to his arrest. Now, today in the early in the morning, what we are getting in news that another Trinamool leaders, these are all local leaders, local aides of Shah Jahan. Now the public wrath and public anger is falling on them because they have done all those things, land grabbing and all those things at the behest of Shah Jahan. Now there is another leader whose name is Haradhar Ari, and what we are coming to know that there is some jhopri alongside besides his house where the villagers have tried to set in fire. So this is the latest development where another leader whose name is Holodar Ari, whose there is a jhopri beside his house where the villagers tried to set in fire. So clearly, it's a rage against all those leaders who have actually worked on the behest of Shah Jahan. Now there is an FIR against Shirajuddin, who is the brother of Shah Jahan. He is in the run. Ajit Maity is arrested, who fled yesterday. And along with that, there is definitely this another name, Haradhar Ari, where today early in the morning, what we are getting it from the news that villagers tried to set in fire, but then the situation went controlled. So now in public rage, the police, and there are complaints now coming in where the police has set up these complaint boxes or complaint centers where all this more than 100 complaints have come. So this is the situation right now, and the BJP on the other side will be protesting today, but they have also not got the police permission, and there is also going to be expected to be a showdown there.
Right. Payal, coming back to you, since Kamalika also mentioned this, that, all right, I think we lost connection with Payal over there. Kamalika, since you also mentioned that BJP workers did not get any permission from the cops to hold the protest there in Kolkata over the situation in Sandeshkhali. Yesterday, we saw that several members of the fact-finding team were detained and later they were released also. What's going to be their next course of action now?
See, what we are getting it from the BJP sources that come what may, they are going to go there for the protest. They are saying that in outside BJP office, suddenly there was like sick protest that day that were not stopped. They did not require they are basically trying to say that whenever Trinamool goes for a dharna, there is no such, they don't stop. And what happens in case of BJP, they stop. Like on the other hand, the police has this reason of, exams going on that they are going to show. But BJP workers, they have told us yesterday that they are going to go there and there is expected to be a showdown there in Calcutta.
All right, Kamalika, thank you so much for bringing us all those crucial details with regards to the situation in Sandeshkhali and what can be expected next. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on that story. Right now, we've got some reactions within the same story. Let's take a look at that as well.
We were arrested by citing section 151 CRPC. यहाँ बिठाए, वहाँ से ले गाड़ी में बिठाए के यहाँ तक लाए, यहाँ पूरा बेल बाउंडिंग या पूरा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होने के बाद अब रिलीज करे। वहाँ कुछ 144 सेक्शन नहीं था, हम कुछ करे भी नहीं, 60-70 किलोमीटर पहले अरेस्ट करे। यही खाली बंगाल में होता है। ये कुछ बोलने का अलग जरूरत है भी नहीं। बीते 10 दिन या 15 दिन से पूरा देश देख रहे हैं ना यहाँ क्या हाल है। जो कल्प्रिट है वो बाहर फिर रहे, जो विक्टिम है उसके ऊपर दबाव है।